a ride without you. And obviously, you guys. I mean, we have to thank the fans. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting us. We love you, and we're very grateful.
Living a
Yes,
girl's life.
How to be a real girl.
Humanize her.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, 11.
Yeah.
Or be
You
like,
can't
oh,
just
do you see
kiss
that
Mike
guy?
all the time.
He's cute.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
Millie Bobby Brown, most rude moments. Star of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown has quickly become a household name in a short period of time. Not just that, she's begun starring in movies such as Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and more recently, Anola Homes, where she was the lead actress. Success and money can get to you, and so can a busy schedule. At just 16 years old, Millie has a ton going on. This has led to some pretty bad outbursts and comments. I'm not trying to excuse such moments, but at the same time, this behavior isn't unprecedented or extreme, especially when it comes to celebrities. So, let's take a look at some of Millie Bobby Brown's rudest moments thus far in her career. Number 1, media mistakes. When you're one of the lead actors in a show, you're going to get a lot of love. One issue that many have with Millie Bobby Brown is just how much rave and compliments she receives, especially in interviews. It can come across as rude if she thinks that she's better than others, if she's coming off that way. Is there a bit of that in her personality? Well, it seems like it, but can you really blame her? She is an amazing actress and is extremely profitable. She's got a bright future ahead of her. However, when you're that big with that large of a platform, humility is a special virtue. Again, only 16, so let's wait a while before we expect her to act like a full-fledged adult. Simply put, let's be realistic. We all know what it's like to be a kid. Anyway, a lot of this comes down to the way the media portrays Millie. Interviewers specifically praise her at an extreme amount when she's in the presence of fellow actors and actresses. Watching interviews where Millie receives all the love may make it seem as if she has absolutely no humility. However, when you're receiving praise at such a young age and still acclimating, it's probably hard to redirect some of that love and praise toward others. The media has played a role in why Millie Bobby Brown is rude and also not liked by some. Crazy. Number 2, talking over others. Okay, this one you can't blame the media for. Millie Bobby Brown has a serious issue with talking over others, specifically her co-stars. People quickly began noticing it, and it has been a problematic and continual occurrence since. Now, we can debate if this is because of her personality or malicious and deliberate. Anyone that has seen Millie Bobby Brown off screen has witnessed her outgoing and over-the-top personality. It's just who she is. While it can be incredibly entertaining, it also can be way too much at times. Look at the time she went on to Jimmy Fallon's show. Not only did she talk over Jimmy, the very host of the show, but she also spoke over and cut off other members of the Stranger Things cast who were there. Even they looked a little hurt and confused when she cut them off and sabotaged the conversation. It certainly is something Millie has gotten a ton of hate for. It likely isn't meant in a braggadocious manner, but instead it does come off that way. As we mentioned, her personality is outgoing, and she loves to be in the spotlight, both on and off the screen. Millie Bobby Brown definitely needs to work on this going forward, as it makes her unlikable to some that watch her off-screen moments, but more importantly, can make her co-stars feel uncomfortable. Number 3, Kids' Choice Awards rudeness. After Stranger Things received an award at the Kids' Choice Awards, Millie Bobby Brown, Caleb McLaughlin, and Sadie Sink all went on stage to accept the award and speak. It was a really cool moment as all 3 linked up to walk on stage. Each of them got to speak, but it was definitely dominated by Millie Bobby Brown, which to some degree makes sense as she was the lead speaker. Anyways, the extremely rude moment happened at the end of their acceptance. After Caleb McLaughlin closed, Millie Bobby Brown jumped in to say thank you, pushing him in the process. Rather than just waiting for a second, asking him to move, or even giving him a little nudge, she went for the very abrupt route, pushing him aside. A lot of people noticed that moment as it really wasn't discreet at all. Hats off to Caleb, though, as he played it off with a smile and acted like it was nothing. Given the circumstances, Caleb did the perfect thing and really showed just how kind he can be, despite getting pushed in front of a huge live audience. Number 4, that time she met Audrey Hope. If you haven't heard about Millie Bobby Brown's interaction with Audrey Hope, listen to this. A video of Audrey Hope reciting what happened went viral. Let me explain. Audrey Hope played a rather minor role on Stranger Things, but it was a dream come true. Not only does she love the show, but she also loves Millie. To Audrey, Millie was a huge inspiration and got her to apply for the show in the first place. So, for the premiere of the season, Audrey Hope was invited to attend. She was excited as she would finally have a chance to meet her idol, Millie Bobby Brown. Once there, she walks up to Millie and asks for an autograph. Millie said it wasn't a good time, stared at her a bit, and then said that she would find Audrey later on to talk and sign an autograph. That would never happen, as Millie instead broke her promise. That night, Millie never did come up to Audrey and instead talked with others. Heartbreaker. This left Audrey devastated. She would go on to cry at the premiere. Who knows if there was any ill intent, but it certainly came off that way. Number 5, David Harbour, Comic-Con. Remember when we talked about cutting others off? Well, like I was saying, it's a recurring issue. David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown are as close off screen as on screen. Despite having multiple fights on the set, they actually would end up getting really close and becoming friends. During a Comic-Con interview, David Harbour was raving about his co-star and friend Millie Bobby Brown. However, she did a terrible job of appreciating what he was saying. While in the middle of David talking, Millie starts making faces and taking the attention away from him back to herself. Eventually, she decided to outright cut him off. Ironically, for someone who loves praise, she actually stopped David Harbour from praising her, as she instead diverted or sabotaged the conversation. There really was an odd happening that didn't make much sense at all. In most interviews, you see just how much she loves getting attention and praise, so why cut off a well-to-do actor from cutting you off? His praise is worth far more than some interviewer that is simply trying to make you feel at ease and happy. It really was an odd and rude situation. One must wonder, how did that make David feel? He did seem a bit turned back based on his facial reaction. Number 6, Stephen Colbert licks his pen and draws Millie's hate. Back in the day, before pens wrote consistently, users often had to lick the pen to get it wet before it would write. While on Stephen Colbert's very own show, Millie Bobby Brown witnessed him lick a pen before he started writing for a bit. Well, she obviously was not aware that licking a pen was a common practice back in the day. Now, Stephen Colbert does it purely from habit. After seeing Stephen lick the pen, Millie was hugely grossed out. She began making faces and diverted the skit into her making fun of Stephen. It would have been funny if she had simply made an observation and asked what was up with licking the pen, but instead she asked if he had done some grotesque and unholy act, a massive overreaction. Stephen Colbert is a master. He's one of the top talk show hosts for a reason, so he's often able to recover or not react at all. But when Millie began hating on him, he did seem a bit taken back, assumingly because he found her reaction rude and over the top, which it was. He would recover and get the skit back on track, but still, it seemed really disrespectful, especially when you consider that she was the guest going on his show. So, what do you think? Do you love Stranger Things? And what's your opinion on Millie Bobby Brown? Well, let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to give our channel a like and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time we post a video. Tell us what you thought about this one, and if you have suggestions for future content, leave that as well. And until next time.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.